Well, all you guys know that real estate is pretty much the surest way to generational wealth. It's the only investment that's made the most millionaires as to date. So I think you guys are all on the right path. It's just putting in the work, getting yourself mentors, being exposed to companies that might help you, and just education, man. Education is fruitless if you don't put it into practicality. So I think we're on the right path. You guys think we're ready?
Yeah.
You guys ready to start this off? So first and foremost, a little bit about myself. My name is Gilbert Davila. I'm a third year. I'm a finance major with a concentration in real estate. And I'm a transfer, but honestly, the REA made me change my whole perspective. I came here thinking I was being an accountant, and 2 years ago, 3 semesters ago, I ran into the Real Estate Association, found out about the finance degree, and here I am, next thing you know, president of the club. Took 3 semesters, and this is my first one too, so there's growing pains right now. But I've acquired a very good board members that will assist me in this. So I'll start off with Alex. Alex, your position, please.
I'm the Vice President for the Real Estate Association. This is Natalie.
Natalie, I'm like the Director of Communications here, Communication.
And I'm Daniil. I'm the other Director of Communications, more on the internal side.
Hey guys, I'm Daniel. I'm the treasurer for this semester.
So, this is the camera. I'm Mario. Sorry, I'm marketing director. So.
He's incognito right now. He's playing undercover boss right now. He's auditing us all right now. Can you guys please sign in? We do collect data. We want to see who comes, who shows up. And if you guys are here the most, at the end of the spring semester, you guys pretty much got a free trip to Vegas. We go every spring to, what's the acronym for it?
ICSC, the International Conference of Shopping Centers.
I didn't go last year. I actually was in a motorcycle accident. I got hit by a car, broke my leg. But I passed all my classes, and that's my caveat to that.
So we're trying to add something on that. Just saying, I went to that convention last semester, and it's the world's largest commercial real estate convention. I got to meet the owner of Panda Express, the COO of Jersey Mike's, and I got to do that with half of our club. And that's all through the REA. So super big benefit. I really highly recommend it.
We also won 3rd place in a case study tournament. I was actually supposed to be on it, but Natalie, she came in clutch and she took my spot, and we won 3rd place. They won $2,000. First place wins $10,000. Second place went $5,000, and they got 3rd. So if we're not that shows our dedication to learning our craft and actually putting ourselves in those uncomfortable situations. So we'll start our presentation real quick. So vision and mission. So our mission, I believe as a president, is to get us all jobs. All of us want careers, experience, internships. Even if you're not into getting into the field of real estate, everybody wants to buy a house. So why not learn the tricks of the trade to help ease that learning curve, make better financial decisions, and maybe even look up and get a really good deal. So our vision is to provide students with comprehensive education, valuable connections, and hands-on experience. I think Natalie, Alex already have internships. You did what, BOMA?
I was doing BOMA last year.
So there's internships opportunities, there's scholarships opportunities. And our mission, that's our vision, just to get you guys introduced to the industry. And the rest, it's pretty much on you guys. You put what you put in. So if you guys really want to succeed, you're going to have to put forth the effort. It's just another class, but now it's for our careers. So going to our mission. So our mission, I believe, is just to fill the needs of these companies. So we're going to have a lot of guest speakers from BOMA, CCIM, IRM, and these are some big companies that are well connected, that give internship opportunities, job placement. And my job and our vision that I got from Bob Taylor over there, he's our patron saint, I like to call him, is just to fulfill their needs. These companies have jobs they want fulfilled. They have daily operations that I feel my job is to be how can we help you? And in that turn, we help ourselves.
And also, just to add on to that, we have these internship opportunities that come in from these companies, the number one thing that I learned when being in the REA is that you only get what you go after. So when we have a speaker and after you have a chance to talk to them and meet them, you should take that opportunity. Meet them, give them your business card, get their business card, you follow up with them. And down the line, you never know when they might reach out to you because they say, oh, I remember that one student, they talked to me, we had a great conversation. You know, that's the one biggest thing important in real estate is that you only get what you're going to go after.
Well spoken, thank you. So these are the strong establishment connections. So all these companies right here, we have a strong connection with. So Orange County, I want to say commercial real estate was our biggest industry in this area. I forgot what it is now. But these companies right here are pretty much well connected. All of them are international. So Crew has multiple chapters, IRM has multiple chapters, BOMAS has multiple chapters. So well, these are well-connected places, multi-million, 100 million value organizations that pretty much want fresh students for their workforce. I think the average age for a career in commercial real estate is like 45. So these people are pretty much mid-pack, already, you know, trying to line up for retirement. So I think that's prime time for us to get mentors, to get into, to fulfill their shoes when they leave. Maximize your real estate success. So these are what you get for joining the Real Estate Association. We'll get into those fees and memberships later and all of that. We attend events, conferences. So we are ambassadors for BOMA, CCIM. So these companies will give like events. They have spritzers, social engagements that we all, like I'm a member of CCIM, a student member of BOMA, and I hate to say it, I haven't taken advantage of it. I haven't went to any event as of yet, but that will change this semester because we're all gonna, us as board members, we're all gonna pretty much like do a field trip to an event and pretty much extend invitations to students who wants to go. So, and these events and conferences will provide scholarships, mentorship, guidance, access to resources and tools, expose the industry. Like, I know I want to get in commercial real estate. I just don't know. I'm leaning towards acquisition or property manager. Like, and acquisition is, or development. But I'm not really exposed to the industry. So that's my job that I want to fulfill for us as well, get exposure. The next is a community involvement. This is community involvement, guys, you know, where it's group stronger than one. And job opportunities. Once you become a member, you'll be on our Discord, and you'll get full access to all our internship opportunities, job placement, and it's just go get what you guys want. Like Daniil said, you know, so if you guys really want a job, an internship, you better be the first one to respond. You better be ready to fill out everything you need to hopefully land that position. And then honestly, relationships. What does it say? Your social network is your, I forgot that.
Your network is your net worth?
Yeah, exactly. So like this right here, it is gonna be it. I'll put it out there like that. These are the events last year. This is the last president, Joseph. He's my predecessor, and I'm so proud of you guys. I was envious because I was laid up in bed with my leg broken, and I was supposed to be there.
So when we did the competition, we got third place. The director, Steve, he said, either way, the four of us that did the competition, we were going to go get steak dinner, but if we got top 3, we're going to get Wagyu. So he bought us all the best Wagyu you ever had in your life. So it was an amazing experience, and just to do the competition itself.
Yep, and I'm not really aware of the Crew one, but I think they have a conference too there.
Yeah, so they actually have like small organization, like Crew, or not big small, it's like they're worldwide. They had a conference. I went at ICSC. It was like 300 people, 300-400 people. Crew actually stands for Commercial Real Estate Moments, but men also could join. It was a really good experience because you understand like, oh, how does this woman come from like different backgrounds from all over the nations, from like Chicago. I met people from like Washington. And they all spoke about like how their background from like accounting background could help in real estate, how they weren't into business at first. They were actually in English, but then they transferred to real estate, so you're able to like seek guidance from them as well.
And this SC trip is fully funded. We get rooms, we get the conference paid for. So, like I said, attendance is key. We also have one of the, I want to say, a handful of colleges in the country that do Argus software. So Argus software is a commercial real estate evaluation software. I actually did this, and it was extremely hard. But I put that on my resume. You get a certificate from Cal State Fullerton after. And you can actually get your state license if you feel confident to take the test. And this right here is pretty much the standard. It's like the Excel of commercial real estate evaluation. That's how critical it is to analyzing property value, cap rates, and gives you a really insight of the evaluation process. I would never look at a realtor, what's it called now? No.
Like independent value?
No, like where shopping centers are at. I would never look at shopping centers ever again, because like you literally run Argus case studies that tells you like this is your lease agreement, this is your cap rate, this is your PIT, your ITs, your property improvement. That's how in depth it goes to really like evaluating a commercial a shopping center. And we offer this as well. I think we're about to start already for this semester. I believe we're going to do it next semester as well, Bob.
Actually, we can take, at this last moment, we can take students for the fall semester. And anyone who wants to sign up for the spring, I've got a list here to get your name on the spring list. Anybody that's interested in this program, it's awesome. We're actually the only university in the United States teaching this program in person. 2 weeks ago, I got a call from a professor at Harvard, believe it or not, asking me how we were able to with the Argus instruction real time with a professor. And our professor has been with Argus for 15 years, and it teaches not just how to push the buttons to get the program, but also behind the scenes, what's the difference between a gross lease, a net lease, so forth. So this is very, very valuable. You have this on your resume, you hide it. It's not dynamite.
So if anybody's interested, please stop by at the end of class and hopefully get your email information and get you on that list as fast as possible. Setting goals for success, career placement. Like I said, I'm going to be very straightforward. I took this president position to get a job. I feel like this is the perfect launch pad to put myself in front of these corporations and be like, here I am, I'm a finance major. I believe I deserve a career in this industry, and this is why. So I believe that you guys being here, being a part of the REA, being a part of these companies that have student memberships are your way into these industries. CCIM, EAR, Crew, they all provide student membership at a very discount. I think I paid $25. So this is a spot to really just put you in that spotlight, put you in those industries that you feel you want to be exposed to. And even if you want to get into BOMA, something in property management, and you can try it out. If you don't like it, that's cool. You can adapt and figure out something else in commercial real estate or real estate you would like to do. We also become ambassadors. You can be an ambassador for Crew, CCIM, BOMA, ERM, and you'll be the bridge from that company to the REA or to Cal State Fullerton as a whole. So say if they have internship opportunities, social events, and they like, we want students, all you would do is facilitate that to Natalie and Danielle, which are our communications director, and they will provide it straight to our students. So this is your way in, guys. It's just daring greatly and putting yourself at that forefront.
I would just say, just to add to that, just to jump in, like real estate in the beginning, it's a little daunting. It's a little broad. You don't know what certain field you want to go into. For me, I just joined one of these organizations, and it showed me, okay, maybe property management might not be for me. And then it just helps me narrow down what I want to do. So I highly suggest just jumping in, even though it's a little, the hardest part is the beginning. So.
And even if you all are, really well aware that real estate is a very difficult career to get into, and especially at our age. But these companies, they want to hire people. They want to hire students. They just don't want to hire just anyone. They want the best and brightest. That's why they come to us, just to say, who's your best and brightest? And, you know, so that when we are offering these internships to you, these are these companies coming directly to us. They're not just, it's not just a LinkedIn post, it's not, you know, a Indeed job post. It's specific. It's very exclusive.
Well said, thank you guys. So we also will please, if you guys want to get exposed to IRM, we're actually doing, it's called skill badges for IRM this semester. So we'll be doing two. We'll be doing marketing and leasing. So if you guys are interested in being exposed to it, if you're a member, you get a very steep discount. So we'll actually have an instructor come on a Friday morning, and it's an all-day event. And IRM actually it's to help you get your CPIM license, which is commercial property management. But we'll be going over that in like a more condensed fashion with IRM. So say if now you can put that on your resume as well. So I'm gonna do both of these. So not only do I have Argus, I'll have leasing and marketing with IRM as well as my resume, as well as being a student member. So you're just building on your experience. So when you do apply for those jobs, they're gonna put you at the top of the list. Because if all you guys apply, but only one of you has a skill badge or is a student member, who are they gonna pick? They're gonna put that student that went above and beyond, that was already taking the initiative. So I highly advise you just to try it out, see if you like it, you know, see if you, it can fit with your schedule or your career goals. We can even, I'll go in a little deeper. Who is IRM? Institute of Real Estate Management. So IRM is home of all things of real estate management. They're a global company. They help property management, thousands, if not tens of thousands of commercial buildings, properties, so forth, and asset management. So this is a very good way to just be exposed to an industry that you might not even thought of. Like Alex said, he tried it, he didn't feel like that was fit him, and that's perfectly fine. So just, you know, broaden your horizons. And this will be going on, I think, in October. We're doing leasing and marketing, and we also be doing one in November. So if you guys want to register, pull out your phones. No pressure. And also,
Kind of fast, right?
oh, everybody went slow, so I was like,
It's like
all right.
too slow.
Yeah. It was a race. We're playing Mario Kart right now. And also for alumni, so we actually have job placement, residential, commercial, industrial land. So we'll have all these companies come at our career fair. And also we will have our board members of the Real Estate Center from Cal State Fullerton. So if you guys did not know, we do have a department. It's called the Center of Real Estate. Mr. Greg Harden is our director. So we will help get exposed to all these companies and other board members and their network as well. Networking and social events. So we do conferences. Oh man, I know that guy. We'll be doing social events. I don't want to say throughout the semester, but we will have a couple social events this semester, and we'll also be going to events. Like I said, some of us will make like a field trip of it, go to Beaumont event, go to an event, the CCIM event, and just pretty much put us in those arenas where they see, oh, we have students from Cal State Fullerton, and we all will be in matching attire, so that'll put us on the spotlight as well. So empowering success together, me being the president, honestly, I just want everybody to succeed. I took this position not only for my own career success, but you guys as well. Like, I came here thinking, like, how can I help these companies? How can we help these companies? But in doing so, helping ourselves. And that's just not me included. I want my board to have a well-placed job when we graduate, you guys as well. And I don't know about you guys, but I want to go to grad school after this. So not only do I want a job, I want to continue my education and get a even better job. So we can just work together and support each other, come to all these social engagements. And man, Alex might have a job from BOMA still, but he was like, you want to know what? I didn't like property management. And bam, next thing you know, he's providing that opportunity to someone else that really does like property management, that likes dealing with people, whatever that field entails. So it's just pretty much using our network. This is building our relationships now. So we'll have that lead already from other students.
I would just say, oftentimes too, people from these, like ambassadors from these organizations will be at like the back of the meetings. It's as simple as just going up to them and just talking to them. And from there, you could just open up a plethora of opportunity for yourself. So highly suggest just getting out.
Ready to text. So we have our Instagram. If you guys do not follow us, please follow us. We track all that information. If you guys have any questions, Natalie, you, what's it called, monitor our Instagram?
That's me, guys.
Oh. So Mario responds to any of your questions. He'll post all our upcoming events, engagements, and so forth. And then we also have our QR code if you want to join. So if you guys will take a minute and want to start that, that'll be great. Let's have Bob and Gray come up, and then we'll go from there. So we'll start out with Bob Taylor. He is one of the original founders of the Center of Real Estate here at Cal State Fullerton, and he has been a big mentor to me and all of us as well. He's one of the reasons why I took this position on, because I had his support. So a round of applause for Bob Taylor.
It seems just like yesterday that I was sitting where you're sitting here at Cal State Fullerton. I was taking every real estate class I could in College of Business, and then I was working on my salesman's license and so forth. I just couldn't get enough real estate information. And my dad, he had a pretty good job with the government, but he hated the bureaucracy. And I saw him come home at night, and he just, nervous wreck. I said to myself when I was 18, I said, I never saw a millionaire work at a job he didn't like. So my goal was to have $100,000 by the time I was 30 and become a millionaire by the time I was 40. And that was sort of, back in my subconscious, everything I did was towards that goal. Well, I made my million when I was 32 years old. My last paycheck was in 1978. And I formed a management company to manage my own properties, and then became the 58th largest management company in the United States. So real estate's been very good to me, more of a hobby. I really enjoy it, and in the process of building 32 units in Manning. I currently own the 85 or 90 properties. The last 30 days, 45 days probably, I bought 4 condominiums, and I closed one again tomorrow. So I'm still very, very active. I don't need the money anymore. I pay cash for all 4 condos, but I enjoy the game. It's been good to me, and I'll probably end up with my wealth when I retire someday, permanently retire. Probably, give it most of it away, to be honest with you. So I challenge any one of you here today to show you what kind of a program that we have here at Cal State Fullerton. I challenge you to find another university in the United States that offers you the advantages that you have, more advantages than you have here at Cal State Fullerton. And you can find me a commercial real estate. You find me a program like this program that's any better or equal to what we've got here, I'll give you $50. That's how certain I am that you guys are all really lucky, I think, to have this opportunity. I wish I had it way back when, to really excel in this business. While you're a student, that we talked about, you are embedded in the industry with the top movers and shakers in Orange County with these organizations. It's awesome. And then working towards a designation, just getting your major in real estate is a big deal. In my career of 60 units in this business, I don't think I've come up with a half a dozen individuals that actually have a major in real estate. How about you, right? You know anybody?
A couple. But
A couple, me too. That's about how many I know. It's something on your resume that's huge. So I know that universities really have a concentration in real estate. So I also am available to each one of you I have some business cards here. You call me and we'll set up a meeting at my office. And it's usually 2 hours and 2.5 hours to kind of get into your soul, so to speak, find out what you really want to do in real estate. You know. And our goal for Greg and I is not just to get you a job after you graduate, but to get you in the CEO or CFO or major office of these Orange County businesses. And you all can be running a property management company or a brokerage company or whatever your soul desires in 15 or 20 years or earlier. It's just a matter of building that resume with knowledge. And what I've found by myself is that I grew myself with a master's degree in business, broker's license, CPM, certified shopping center manager, designation, and the business came to me. I did not in my career go out and advertise. It's just that people wanted me as a partner because I would do all the work for them. There's more money out there than there is folks like yourself that really operate property management business or real estate enterprise. So really, the opportunity is huge.
I'll just give you a brief example of me and Bob's interaction. I was here a couple semesters ago and literally thinking I was going to be an accounting major, even though it's funny that real estate brought me back to school. I read the Rich Dad Poor Dad series, and I know it's counterintuitive if you guys read the book, because he does not really believe in higher education like that. He just from experience. But that's what made me want to come back to school. And then coming to Cal State Fullerton and actually finding the REA, changing my major, actually going to Bob's office, meeting him, shaking his hand, giving him my resume. I've actually been to Bob's properties, heard Bob's investments over his vast years of experience, and that really motivated me because Bob's big thing is if he can do it, we can do it. And I know I want to create generational wealth for my family, and I believe the surest way is through real estate, and that's all thanks to Bob Taylor. And if you guys really just put that effort too, this man can change your life too. It's just put forth the effort, and man, you reap what you sow. So thank you, Bob. That's all I really have to say. And here I am now.
Well, what I like to pass on is the game strategy. How do you buy property for zero down? How do you avoid risk? So forth. And to walk you through even on a tour through Corona. When I was back in the 70s, I made 10 ridiculous offers every Saturday morning for 2 years. And I had no money. About $3.2 million worth of real estate, basically for nothing down. That's when I was able to retire at age 32. So I can pass on to you game strategy and how you evaluate property. With regards to commercial property, that's really our focus. That's a little bit on residential, but the demand and the money is in commercial real estate. And if you're residential, it's what's a school district like? Is it a nice neighborhood? Is it crime? And so on and so forth. When it comes to commercial real estate, meaning any apartment building over 4 units, or industrial, office, shopping centers, and so forth, it's all about money. Okay, you're really buying a shell, and it's what is the value of those leases. So, and that's what you learn with the Argus program. I've dealt with investors from China, and they all say the same thing. I want an 8 cap, an 8% return on investment. I say, okay, here's the deal, 8 cap. But oh yeah, by the way, the rents now are at $4 a square foot, but the market now is $3 a square foot. And all the leases are coming due in the next 24 months. Now, do you still like this building at 8 cap? Or I've got a building over here at 0 cap. It's completely vacant, but I can buy it at $100 a square foot versus $400 a square foot. I think this is a better deal. Oh, and by the way, I've already got a tenant for it. So it's, again, game strategy. You look at a piece of property, ask what is the income, and quickly analyze what the purchase price should be. So that's the things that we talk about. So I always try to buy in the path of progress. I couldn't buy in Orange County way back in the 70s and 80s. It was too expensive for me. So I had to go out to Corona. Everybody said, "You're crazy." That's the way it's like going to life today. Okay? But that's where I made my money. So I went out there and then went to Elsinore. And then 20 years ago, I went out to Banning and Beaumont. Everybody said, "Oh, you're nuts. It's a bad area." Well, properties or say condos that I bought for as low as $20,000 a unit, and now worth $275,000 a unit. That's a pretty good increase in value. And the rents when I first went into Banning were $350 a unit. Now I'm getting $1,800 a unit plus $200 for garage. So it's a great opportunity. And again, it's game strategy, looking to where you want to invest. And you may say, well, I don't want to invest out in Desert Hot Springs or these other areas. It's too hot or it's not, That's irrelevant. Make the money in the perimeter, and then you bring your money back, and you buy a nice house in Villa Park. So it's, again, it's strategy and looking ahead and knowing the business.
What's the value of the REA that they've gotten out of it?
Any else spotlight?
Well, I mean, as I even said, you only get what you go after. And so when I first came in as a freshman, I'm a third year now, my major was actually in chemistry. And I always had a small niche for real estate, and I said, hey, they have a real estate association, I'll check it out. And I mean, that first semester I said, I don't want to do chemistry, I think I want to go into business, I want to learn the trade. And so I've gone to the networking events, and I've been able to really just absorb all the knowledge. And without the REA, I wouldn't have had my job with Sotheby's that I had worked for going on 10 months now in residential. And Sotheby's is one of the most prestigious luxury real estate brands in the world. And without the REA, I wouldn't have had the courage to, I only get what you go after. And funny enough, it's not really my forte. I discovered that, and so now that's why I'm just shifting into commercial real estate. But the REA is just amazing because you have that exposure to the best of the best. So you're able to learn what you want to know.
Okay, I just want to add, with talking to guest speakers, they're really personal. So a few times I asked them, can I shadow you? What's it like? Because I want to be a commercial appraiser, appraising buildings. So I want to, for a day, I just helping him appraise buildings. We went to Monterey Park, so we were appraising small buildings for the U.S. armies. So we would write down how much is this property's at, and this is this location similar to what we're going to value at. And so basically it turns out I didn't really like it. But then I had another opportunity where I asked Bob during the summer, hey, I don't have an internship, but I want to have a job, right, under real estate. So he hooked me up with 2 real estate broker, and yeah, it made me open my eyes, saying that my exposure to brokerage is kind of, but not it yet. But yeah.
Yeah, I would say, the best thing is the networking for me personally. They these organizations, they want the students. They're looking for you guys. You just have to get out there. I kind of mentioned it already, but it's just so important to just try it and just see what you like. And that's my favorite thing, just the personability, kind of how you were saying. Just this is a tight-knit group. And you guys will see throughout the semester. I mean, you really get to know everybody. Like I've met some of my best friends in here as well. And then the best part is that when I did residential, I was also feeling like everyone was older than me, and I was in a different part of my career compared to them. But with us, I mean, we're all in the same type of boat right now. So it's really great to just be with your peers and pick everyone's mind. And also we have great mentors as well, with great opportunities, by the way.
Yeah, my biggest takeaway for the REA would have to be how it's contextualized just the professional industry as a whole. I mean, real estate really crosses over with almost every major that we have here. Me personally, accounting background, but we have people that are marketing, finance, management. It really touches all of it. So having the speakers come in every week and hearing their specific context of 20 years down the road of the career path that they took, having that context from each guest speaker, and then being able to pick their brain about it and find 20 years of experience, and then get all of that through a speaker meeting has been my favorite part.
For me, one of my favorite things I got out of it was a favorite board member of mine, one of my favorite. But his name's Pat Donahue, and I actually met him, long story short, through the REA. He used to run a $3 billion retail development company out here in OC, and so he is like a genius when it comes to retail. He actually developed Fashion Islands and the Glendale Galleria out in the LA area. And through that relationship, it's come to a point where he's really helped me through my career. And there's a lot of stress, at least with the recent market being kind of, you don't really know what direction it's going in. So he's been supporting me a lot through those productive phone calls. He's taught me a lot about how to actually evaluate retail properties and identify good things based on the fundamentals. And I mean, so much so that he's actually even taken me out all the way to Sacramento to see some of his properties that he owns out there. And that was like all through his pocket, and it's all really because I nurtured the relationship I had with Pat Donahue. So for me, I think real estate's a people-oriented business in general, and that's what I get out of it. It's the relationships that I create and have created through the REA.
Kind of a side note to Pat Donahue, my management company, I managed the shopping centers. And I would get a call from Pat Donahue, who manages regional malls. Hudson Marketplace is one that they love. And he said, Bob, I got a small shopping center. I can't, it's not worth it for us to manage it. Do you want it? And I would say, yeah, that's great. How big is it? He said, 250,000 square feet. Okay. And that was the kind of referrals that I was able to receive. And most of my business, my whole life, has come from referrals. And just as a side note, in that one shopping center, I'm thinking, gosh, what can I give, Pat, thank you. Do I give him $10,000? No, he probably doesn't need $10,000. I'm not sure when I get this on tape. But we'd have breakfast and I'd give him a gold nugget from my property up in Lake Oroville. It's a gold country. And so I knew exactly, this is game strategy now, marketing. I knew he'd take it home and he'd show it to his wife, and his wife would go, wow, that's great. I can make a necklace out of it. So behind the scenes, I always knew that his wife, God bless her soul, was after Pat to give me more business so she could get more gold nuggets. As a side story of that. A great guy, and we'll have him in as a guest speaker too.
Andres, you're over in the cut, man. You
Hey
ain't
guys,
down.
my name's Andres. I'm actually a fifth-year biochemistry major. So when we say, it's good to hear everybody's like stories here and there. They're all, when we say that this club's for everybody, we really do mean it. You don't have to just be in business to get the most out of it. I think for me, the biggest thing that I got out of the club is actually getting the confidence and like the networking skills to go out and make a name for myself in the club and out of the club professionally and in my own personal life. And like, I think the connections that I made here, like I'll give you guys a little bit more personal. That's I actually met one of my business partners through here, and then we made a couple deals in wholesaling, if you guys know what that is. And then now I'm off to do my own thing. Not related to real estate, but the money that's going into that business is from that business is going back into real estate investing. And then I would have never even thought of starting my own business or having that confidence without having this club. And I've been in it for 3 years, and you know, after the first year, it definitely boosted me up a lot. I was kind of a loner when I got here, especially if you got some of you guys may have entered during the pandemic era. It was a little bit of a, you know, the social life was not it around here, but I'm glad to see that it's coming back, and I'm happy to meet a lot of you guys, and I'm happy to see a lot of new faces around here. I'm happy to meet you guys, and I think that's the best thing that I learned from this club or got out of the club, the networking skills and the personal development.
That's our director of membership, so you'll be going through him.
Yes.
My name is Greg Herter. I'm a professor here at Cal State Fullerton. I teach real estate practice. I approach this a little bit differently. I was in the Marine Corps stationed at El Toro, and I got my real estate license when I was 19 years old. And I eventually started a real estate company, and real estate has been incredibly good to me. Real estate offers more wealth building opportunities, financial opportunities than I think almost any industry out there. And whether you're thinking about investing in real estate, getting into real estate in any way, the REA can have a huge impact for you. The speakers that you have come in each week are all incredibly seasoned business people. If you joined the REA and each week just came, listened to them, the knowledge you'd walk away with would be incredible. And if you were bright enough to actually go up and ask each one for their business card, and then send them something, and put together just a list of the 16 or so speakers that the REA is going to have, and just send them something once a month about what you're doing, what your experience in Cal State Fullerton. I can almost guarantee you'll have an outstanding job offer by the time you graduate. What's really amazing is that success is usually incredibly simple. It's doing little things, and that's what really the REA is wanting to teach you about. Fortunately, early on in my life, I had the opportunity to work for a guy named Jim Rohn, who's a personal development speaker. And once I understood that I needed to focus on what I could provide to others, how I could provide value, everything in my life changed. And our goal is to help you accomplish your goals and really become the person that your full potential is. And I know if you join the REA, we'll help you along that way. So thank you for coming. And I know we've got pizza, and let's give a round of applause to the REA staff. We hope to get to know every one of you. Also, remember that Cal State Fullerton has a mentoring program that's free for anybody, and the deadline to apply is coming up September 8th. So, but you'll get a free mentor that will help you, and they're all incredible business people. So if you have any questions about that, come see me, see Gilbert or any one of the REA members, and we'll look forward to working with you. So have pizza.
Before we wrap up, if anybody's interested in Argus, please talk to Bob Taylor. He will write down your email and get you on that list as fast as possible, and I highly recommend it, guys. So how do I do?
Pretty solid.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.
Let's go.